Not all 1-hour photo labs are worth your time and money. We tell you which one, and the answer will surprise you, we think is actually worth it. And real experts tell you which digital camera to pick up, and which one's right for you, among many other things, all via website. On today's Carolina's Photography Podcast, episode number 5. Welcome everyone, my name is Jaeger Yancey Tedder for Carolina's Photography. This is episode number 5 of the Carolina's Photography Podcast, and I want to thank each and every one of you for downloading and listening. We've been tracking the numbers, and I am absolutely shocked at the downloads, and we will try to continue to provide whatever it is that we are providing. On today's show, we're going to go over getting cameras. Always a big question. How, what, when, this type camera, what should I get? Real experts will tell you, or I will send you a link to real experts to tell you what camera to get. Much better qualified than I am. And in addition to that, because I'm avoiding the word also, we will talk about which photo labs are probably worth the time and what to look for when dropping off your 1-hour photos at a lot of the big chains around the country. But before that, iTunes. I gotta bother everybody. Please go to the iTunes store, give us a rating, which helps get us a ranking, and leave a comment on there, whatever you think about the show, whether it be good, bad, anything, we don't care. Also, Podomatic.com, search for Carolina's Photography, also search Carolina's Photography, obviously, in the iTunes store. And please just tell us what you think, and you can email me directly, tedderyaeger@yahoo.com, TEDDERYEAGER @yahoo.com. One thing that we've been doing, which I have a very short-sighted thought of, was doing the hidden feature on the Carolina Photography DVD, which you can get by contacting us. And one thing that I did a while back was a video that says it blurs the lines between between modeling pictures and portrait photos. Basically, that was just the tagline on this little video clip. And as it turns out, a little bit down the road, I lost my hard drive, and several of the photos that were featured on this video clip were lost as well. And this is the only way I can see these things. And I also went and hid it on the DVD. It's in the Portraits page on the Portraits price page, when you can go and look at our price listings on the DVD if you want to check that out. And the reason that's somewhat relevant is because I've gone back to that slogan. We've just did the first round of updates on the CarolinaPhotography.net website, and that line will be featured in hopefully some upcoming product things and some upcoming adverts, for lack of a better way to really say it. I can't go in anything because nothing's concrete yet. And that's always the rule. Don't talk about it until it's actually happening, or we have something to actually talk about. So that is something to check out. Hidden on the Carolina Photography DVD, and it's always cool to have Easter eggs and things like that for some folks who really kind of get into looking at that kind of stuff. And I have my sheet over here. I guess we should also, there's the word, discuss a few more things on the website. Update it from the ground up. The very first page, you'll notice the improvements to it. Podcast is, of course, featured on the main page. You'll notice a beta logo because things might not be working properly, which I could really appreciate the help of this link or that link doesn't work. Please take the time, let me know. Show me photos now option is one of the requests because people wanted to see photos right away. They didn't really care about listening to podcasts and blogs and everything. They just want to see the photos. That's the very top of the page. There's also Google Maps up there for locations. Since everything's done on location, that makes sense. The countdown to the next Carolina's Photography photo shoot. Weather updates live is up there from EchoWeather.com, as well as a simple, easy layout, very colorful, to tell you which portrait or modeling package, wedding package, or anything tease is right for you, and everything's explained on this page. At the bottom of the page, we also have the new support community and legality section. All that is just on the first page. The news page has been redone, and there's a brand new info page with all kinds of details to help you get more familiar with Carolina's Photography and what we're all about. And the big main announcement is here. I feel like I should have a sounder here, folks. There's nothing, it's just me. But which photo lab is really a good one? Now, located here in Darlington, around this area, I can say that one particular store is a little bit better as for, and when I say better, I mean how the images come out on the printed page, how the prints come out. But that's not a really general guideline that every store is going to be like this. So what you should look for is a place that has a very large photo processing machine, like one that would still take film develop, the rolls, 24 exposure and 36 exposure actual film negatives. Those tend to be much better machines than the other computers and do-it-yourself machines in a lot of smaller units. Some of the smaller units, I would say almost most, don't really have better image quality on the printed page than my home printer that I've got sitting in my kitchen. Don't ask me why. It's just the quality is not there. It can look a little muddled, and that word really fits. It's muddled. The colors can be muted, and it just is not very pleasing. Now, most folks will not notice the difference until they actually see one side by side. And that's kind of the problem. Things can be better. It's kind of like the VHS to DVD change. Once you see it, you cannot forget it. There is an obvious, very noticeable difference. So, in Darlington, South Carolina, our CVS probably has about the best 1 hour quick printout of anything that I've seen around here. Then that beats out a chain like a Walmart or any other pharmacies like a Walgreens. Not to say anything bad about those guys, but we're just talking about photo prints, picture quality. It just isn't there. And some of those even use larger machines. But, if you do it a lot, definitely go around place to place. But the legwork's kind of taken out here. And across the board, when I've gone to a CVS, theirs have been pretty good when they use those larger machines. Now, to counteract what I just said, I'm aware that a store located not too far away is a CVS, and they do not have a large machine like that. And their picture quality does suffer. And what you really should look for, in addition to the large machine, is who has a computer monitor, because believe it or not, everyone doesn't have computer monitors hooked up to these machines to look at photos and do any kind of adjustments. Simple things like lighting and whatnot. Nothing too complicated. Nothing like we offer on CarolinaPhotography.net. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, wonka, wonka, wonka. What you get by looking at the monitor is simple adjustments, cropping, and things of that nature. So, reiterate, look for someone who's got a computer monitor hooked up to a very large machine. And I know how absolutely simplified and undersimplified that might sound, but it's the honest to goodness truth. Those are things to look for. And definitely go around place to place. I have never been pleased with some super change to Targets and Walmarts. They just haven't done it for me. And the ones where you get to press buttons and do it yourself, it might be quick and convenient, but trust me, that image quality might not be as good as the the big machine set up behind the counter, folks. Trust me on this. As far as what things you might want to go through online, that's a whole nother ball of wax for another podcast. And we're almost getting to our time right here. But real quick, the website that I wanted to tell everyone about is called bestinclass.com. Okay, bestinclass.com. Google it, /digital-cameras. What this site has is the experts, much more qualified for me. They recommend the best digital cameras based on the intended use, the budget, and the desired features. And you can specify your needs in the browser. Do you want it this size? You want it to fit in your pants pocket? You want it to fit in a jacket pocket? Are you going to use it to travel or just take pictures of kids or wildlife, whatever? This is the site for you, bestinclass.com. Those guys will definitely help you narrow down your search for a new digital camera, and enjoy. And that is going to do it for episode number 5 of the Carolina's Photography Podcast. Please keep listening. Please give us the rankings in iTunes and Podomatic.com. Hopefully we'll have some more good fun stuff coming up and more tips in about 2 weeks. I'm Jaeger Yancey Tedder, and I will speak with you later on in life. I'm trying to make that my new sign-off caption phrase, but I don't know, work in progress.